Hello, welcome to Mikey Marvin TV. For the first ever, well, not the first, but the first traveling vlog, which is now is gonna be the new thing on this channel from now on, of course. So look where I am right now. I'm basically in a little trail in Quebec. As today the sun is out, the weather's nice, it's warm, the snow is melting, and yeah, I just got put into a sick leave because I had a mental breakdown from work and from a living situation I'm dealing with presently. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Taking some little time now. The doctor told me to exercise, so that's what I'm doing right now. Instead of being, in the front of the computer 12 to 16 hours a day, of course. This is what they want us to be in. You know what's funny? Right after the appointment with the doctor, they prescribed me antidepressant medicine. Of course, I was gonna get pills prescribed to me. Because you know what? In this country, Canada, Quebec, more than half of the population is on anti-depression medicine like Prozac and all that stuff, basically. So a huge chunk of the populations are literally zombies. Like, I just went to a jewel store, right, to get a little chain and a watch being repaired. And yeah, there was like a whole kind of lady. She looked liberal, lesbian, and all that bullshit, She was singing the song on the radio over there, like she really sounded crazy. And I've been in the store for about 15 minutes, and that was the first 15 minutes. And then another customer comes in, another white guy, 60 years old, goes inside and starts screaming about Trump. Oh, I can't wait until this mother F, gets shot and blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't believe, and the store owner started swearing and screaming about, shooting the United States president. I'm not defending, it's not perfect in the West right now. But like, you see the kind of mental health issues that's going on around the population of Canada, depressed people, angry people everywhere. It's been like that at work too. For the past year, I've been dealing with horrible people, horrible co-workers. People are depressed, angry. They can't even fathom saying hi to you in the morning with a smile. Their life is so miserable. Because you got to remember, when you work in Canada, most of the people here, they're making about $50,000 a year, on which they're basically taxed 35 to 50% of their salary. If you take into matter all the taxes, income tax, sales tax, carbon tax, tax on tax, So you'd probably be working for the government like 6 months out of the year. That's what it is right now. And as far as I'm concerned, I basically the healthcare system of Quebec, Canada, basically ruined my life. So when I saw my doctor last week, and I got put into a sick leave because I was having a mental breakdown. And basically, I told him, there hasn't been any change for me mentally physically in the past 6-7 years. Because I was put on the sick leave too in 2021 during this scamdemic. Of course, I used to be a professional wrestler and a professional athlete. And it took 3 years. 3 years of wasted time just to get a diagnostic from an injury I had in 2019. And in 2022, I got so tired of waiting for them that I moved to Alberta, all across the country, so I could get faster healthcare services, which basically cost me around $30,000 that I had to put in credit cards, of course, because I didn't have that much money saved. So it took me 5 years to get a shoulder surgery, and my shoulder is still not it's still not well yet, because in 2024 I got the surgery. I was alone in the middle of nowhere. I had to pay my neighbor to come pick me up, and I still got a shitty ankle right now since 2019, and that's still not done yet. There's always something missing, always something not working. The government has been holding me about $3,000 since last year, the CRA tax, and I finally was able to do everything today with the accountant. That, of course, I pay from my own pocket after I waited more for a year for this tax return, and I'm supposed to have around $6,500 back this year. I hope they're gonna give it to me as soon as possible. Of course, the corrections they have to do for the previous year, they're gonna be sent by papers, so then it might take more time. But yeah, what a fucking joke this country has been. If you're a white heterosexual male and you don't work like physical labor jobs, because me, I've been disabled for like fucking 6 years. If you can't do those jobs, and like me, I had to put myself into debt to study, go back to college at 30 years old, study for IT, and then you start working. You send about thousands of resumes, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 interviews. Oh, you don't have enough experience for a fucking $25 an hour job. So it is what it is. Save your money as much as you can, sell your stuff, and leave this place, man. That's the only thing. That's why I'm planning to leave this country in the near future. I can't stand it anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much what has been happened in the past year. I've been living in tough living situations just to save a little bit of money, and that didn't help at all with my mental health. When you see what's going on right now with the aging population in Canada, the boomers, like we call them, they're still watching TV, they're still watching legacy media, they still think they know everything when they can barely log into their Facebook account. And it's been crazy, the amount of old people I had to deal with this year at my job, and even my own family and everything. It feels like this place now has turned into an old person asylum, basically. Canada has become an old people's open air asylum. That's what it has came to, and that's why I'm leaving. But there's no hope. I've been trying to talk with people. I've heard so much stuff. People disconnected from reality, inflation, everything. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. And this is the first video on my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments if the video quality is not too bad. I'm improvising on my phone right now because I need to buy a brand new 4K action camera like a GoPro or something. So I'm gonna be able to shoot professional videos. Wow. This place looks really beautiful with the sun and everything, and yeah. This is a place that I've been coming since I was a kid, since I moved to this city 10 years ago. 20 years ago. I said 10. No, 20 years ago, because I moved here in 2007. Yeah. And I'll be leaving this place forever soon. I'll probably never come back to Canada in the near future. Maybe in 10 years, if I have to come back, if my parents get sick or anything. But even then, you know, when I had my health problems, nobody came to help me either. So they told me it was my fault. They told me I didn't work enough, even though I worked so much jobs that I was working over 80 hours per week, driving trucks and everything, living in the truck, doing cross-border transportation across the U.S., the whole country of Canada, from the East Coast to the West Coast. I work in stores. I was also a gunsmith, but of course the Liberal Party of Canada destroyed the gun industry in this country, so they just want to confiscate our guns, and without compensation. They're trying to basically rob us blind, like they always did. I mean, they're they're basically taxing us to death while sending our money overseas to fund wars and fund other governments and launder money, and it's a crazy place. The more you know, the less you're gonna be happy. Basically, the more you know, the more you'll be depressed. So, yeah, I'm really ready to bury the hatchet in this country, but also leave and never come back. It's gonna be a really bad dream. Let's say it that way. It's just gonna be a really bad dream in a couple years. So this is what I look like right now. I've been starting to lose a little bit of weight. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, last winter ever. Well, the winter is almost done, but this is gonna be my last winter. Last couple of months in this country, and I'm out. So thank you for listening to me for this podcast. I'll try not to repeat myself on every videos from now on. This was a little story about mine. I'll go deeper into the details in the future. I don't want these videos to be more than 10-15 minutes, because I know people are not going to be attentive at all if it's longer. So thank you for following me. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe right there on the video. I need more subscribers, because this is going to be a business of mine in the future, and I want this YouTube channel to grow, and try to be really active in the future on this one, because I let it slide for a couple years. You know, I was so depressed that I didn't really know what to do, but now everything's become clear and the path's clear. So thank you for everything, and have a nice day.